I'm gonna start off with Craig with this one, right? Now, Tiger Woods just got into a crucial accident. Um, and he suffered two leg injuries. It looks like he shattered his ankle, but he's out of surgery and doing good. Craig, I'm gonna ask you two questions. Number one, do you think his career is over? And do you have like any fond memories from his career, Tiger Woods?
Uh, uh, the first one's kind of tough, like because he took so long to come back from his for all the back surgeries and everything like that, and the time off. And I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back. He'll be 46 probably when he come back when he comes back next year. So he's kind of pushing senior tour territory, but I think he'll be back. It's just going to be tough rehabbing, going through everything that he just went through because he just had back surgery back in December. So you combine that with the surgeries he already had. I think he's got like 10 surgeries or something like that, something crazy. So he combined that with it, and then what just happened the other day. So it's just like everything happening, compounding all at once. And is fortunately he's lucky enough to still be alive. Like I when I first heard the news, I thought he was I started thinking kind of went to like the Kobe area for me. So I kind of thought that, and then when they said that he was like it wasn't life threatening, I kind of had like a sigh of relief or whatever. So um it's just good news to hear that he's out of surgery, and I mean, unfortunately, he might have to go back and get some more. It's just an unfortunate incident that happened. Like, I mean, I obviously I'm like everybody else that's intrigued by this. Like, I have questions about how it happened, why it happened. Um, was he on the phone? Was he asleep? Like anything like that. So I just have questions about that as well. But you know what I'm saying? It's just it's good to hear that he's out. Excuse me, and doing well. As far as my memories for Tiger, like obviously uh the Tiger Slam, I guess it wasn't like a calendar year, but he did it over a 365-day period where he won all four majors. That was in between 99 and 2000, or 2000, 2001, I believe, or 99, 2000, one of those uh, time frames. Obviously 2008 when he won the U.S. Open, um, he had like a broken leg, or he had a messed up leg, and he had like an ACL injury as well. He made that crazy shot to force a playoff, which was out of like that shot was like one of the most memorable shots
Yeah.
that you can think. It's always on Tiger Woods highlight. So um and he forced the playoff, then he won the US Open the next day. Obviously the 2019 Masters, his first major since 2008, and him hugging his son. And just always on Sundays, when Tiger's in contention, he's got that red shirt on. So when he had the red shirt on, it was Sunday. Like he was like in his focus mode. He was trying to win the tournament, whatever. 15 majors, man. Like second most majors ever. He's if he's not the greatest golfer of all time, he's definitely second best. And I just hope he comes back and tries to make another run at it, and tries to get more majors to add to his collection. And even if he doesn't come back, like if that was the last time we saw Tiger Woods playing in like a celebrity tournament or whatever it was with, I believe he was playing with Adam Sandler or somebody like that. Um, it was a good run. Like he was the greatest golfer I've ever seen personally. And honestly, like I've never been really into golf, and he started out his career when I was still in high school, so I was in other sports or whatever. But as I got older, I kind of learned how to appreciate golf and the sport that it is anyway. The sport that like how it's just like a gentleman's sport. So I kind of appreciated that a lot more as I got older, and to see him play, and he brought me into golf as he did like a lot of younger people, or a lot of young black people. So it was good to see him out there. Hopefully he comes back, and he gets all these injuries behind him. And if not, man, just hope that he just lives a long, healthy life, and is just there for his kids in the end.
All right, Mo, what are your thoughts? Do you so Tiger Woods suffered a car accident, crucial car accident. Well, number one, do you think Tiger Woods' career is over? And number two, do you? What are your fond memories of Tiger Woods' career?
I don't. I don't think his career is over. I can see him because it's Tiger and how his drive is. I can see him trying to come back at least do the senior tour. Like Craig said, I just don't like the fact that I know a lot of people, no matter where he goes or what he does, will try to put a lot of holes in his game. Oh, Tiger looks weak. He needs to retire. He needs to do that because once you get great and you're still playing, a lot of times when you're struggling, people like to put holes in your game, adjustments, and a lot of stuff like that. So I wouldn't like to see him go out like that. But I would love to see him overcome this and come back and like Craig said, win a couple of tournaments, do a couple of things. One thing I didn't like though is when they said they didn't use the word intoxicated. They said he wasn't drunk. So it was almost like, I guess, using his prior incidents or things he might have did against him by using the word drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he wasn't drunk. Like, so it's some things. I would love to see him come back. Do I think he can come back? I think anything is possible. So I would love to see him come back and to win a couple of tournaments. I definitely think he could do that. And become a great player again and finish his career as basically a trendsetter. Like you basically, like Tiger Woods made golf start to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Made people start to pay attention to golf more. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely in the top 10. I think in my era, he's definitely in the top 10 Mount Rushmores of all time as far as like icons in their sport or icon in sports period that made you really, open your eyes and see some things that could be accomplished in life. And my fondest memory of him, to answer the other question, would be him coming back and winning that Masters. Like at that, with all the struggles, how everybody poked his game, and for him to win the Masters like he did, I think that was 2 years ago, 2 years ago, for him to win the Masters, coming back after everything, all them surgeries, everything he did, and then win that Masters in an emotional moment, I think that's maybe one of my fondest memories for Tiger.
Okay. All right. Corey?
I think when you're talking about career, it just depends on what you mean by that. With how severe these injuries are, I don't know that he'll ever be competitive on the PGA Tour again. Like compound fractures and shattered ankle. Like it's probably going to be 2 years before he would be back to a just normal, being able to walk comfortably and all of that. And I mean, you look at compound fractures already run an increased risk of infection. So he could end up going down the same road as Alex Smith and having multiple surgeries and constantly having to deal with it. I do think there's something to, he could potentially end up on like the senior tour and, bringing, I mean, he would definitely elevate the senior tour in relevancy. But he's got a long road back, and it would be nothing short of a miracle if he was able to be competitive on the PGA Tour again. But for me, for his career, there's not one moment that sticks out.
Yeah.
It's just kind of insane for how dominant he was in golf. Just the fact that you could legitimately ask the question going into any tournament, major or not, are you taking Tiger or are you taking every other golfer on earth? And it wasn't an easy question. Like that is truly crazy.
Yeah. When I saw the accident, I was like, I told my wife, Faith, I was like, hey. She's like, I know, I heard. I was like, oh, man, because it didn't look good. Then they said they had to use the jaws of life to remove him from the vehicle. I was like, come on, man. Come on, 2021. Please. It's February. Let's slow this up. But, yeah, like Corey said, man, it's going to be a long road back because that compound fracture, when that bone breaks the skin, it's difficult, man. And I hope he doesn't. They said he went right into surgery. I hope he doesn't get any infections. But if anybody could do it, it's Tiger. But it's gonna be. It's not gonna be an easy road. It's gonna be a long road, man. Two, man, Tiger. What I can think about is his career. Tiger Woods is in the conversation. We just had this conversation of Corey, of the GOATs and the GOATs and how Tom Brady went to 10 Super Bowls and he's in exclusive company. And Tiger Woods is in that company because if you break it down from 97 to 2008, he won 14 majors. That is insane. That's insane. Like this is golf, guys. Like this isn't like what he basically did is what Michael Jordan did in the span from 1990 to 1998. He was that dominant. It was like, all right, okay, we know Tiger Woods. It got to the point, like, of course, he was winning so much. You're like, oh yeah, you know, Tiger's gonna win. Like, you know,
If he got the Sunday, he was in it. If he got the Sunday, he was in it. It was almost like a point. Like you'd be like, oh, yeah.
I've seen him come back. If it got to the point, if Tiger Woods is even near the top 10,
Right, you in trouble.
I feel like people have missed golf shots because Tiger is breathing down their neck. That pressure. They're like, oh, here he goes. He's right behind me. And next thing you know, Tiger wins the tournament for making a comeback. Man, that's Tiger Woods is probably the reason I watch golf. He's the reason that I'm gonna pick up golf this summer. Definitely gonna be at Top Golf. I'm gonna buy me some clubs. Faith already knows. So when we get ready to go out, I'm serious, man. I'm hitting the golf course. I used to play video games. So Tiger Woods golf was one of my favorites. It's because it was Tiger Woods. I was like, okay, this is the Michael Jordan of golf. I'm gonna try it out. And it's just man, he is awesome. So I hope that you know, I mean, at this point, nobody's gonna question it. Everybody right now, I keep hearing that it's gonna be another Tiger Woods. No, it's not. Like from 97, 2008, 14 majors. No, Jordan Spieth's not doing that. Nobody is doing that. They'll win one and it'd be like, oh, they'll win 2 more and 2 years later. They don't win majors in the span that he did. That's dominant.